Hello, chess fans. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 most winning openings for white. The way we approached this was we took the top openings as far as percentage for white and then played the most common reply for black. Then we'd go back to the highest percentage move for white and played that for 5 or 6 moves. Let's take a look at the first opening. It opens up knight f3. This has a 51% win percentage. The most common reply is d5. We can see that there's a slight edge for white here, not a ton as far as the computer goes. Again, we are looking at a now 52% win rate for white. Followed by c4. That takes us strongly into what's called the ready opening. So the ready here has a 54% win rate. Now, most common reply is to recapture. Now, this is practical play on online chess. I'm not looking at the highest level games of master level. This is practical for us sitting here playing computer chess. Okay? So, accepted is the most common reply. This gets us to a 57% win rate for white. We follow up by playing e3. So you can see how we actually have a little bit of a Queen's Gambit accepted line here where we have the bishop attacking the c4 pawn. So we follow up. Most common reply here after e3 was knight f6. And then we have two different lines here that look pretty close. So I will show you guys, let's see. So A4 is an interesting line. It actually is the 10th most common line from white's perspective. It's got a 58%. But then it drops down, it jumps up to 60 and then drops down. So even though this is a higher percentage move, it's such a infrequent move, it doesn't feel like it's a real try. The actual better try is to go bishop takes c4. We have a 57% win rate right now. And then e6 is the next move for black. Again, this is the #1 move from black side that most commonly played. Now we've got quite a few options here. We've got the option to castle. We have the option to go d4. We have the option to go knight c3. And so what I'm actually going to play right now shows up as the 58% win rate, which is just to retreat the bishop to e2. Now, the most common reply right now is for bishop to go e7, and then we finish off with a3 here, and this gives us a solid position, a nice start. We're ready to castle, and overall it's a 66% win rate for white from this position. So there's a 2/3 chance that you're going to win with white. That's not even including your draw results. So this is a really strong option to get a nice early development, some acceptable lines here. Definitely something to consider if you're looking for a new opening. Very practical opening as far as playing online. All right, let's take a look at our second opening with the highest winning percentages. It starts off c4. This is the English opening, and the highest, the most common reply is e5. So this is what they call the King's English variation, also called the reverse Sicilian. So right here we have a 52% win rate with white, not too shabby. g3, not the most common move from white, but it does give us a 53% chance of winning here. So we go knight f6. That's the most common reply from black at a 52%. Bishop g2 gives us a 52% still. And then pawn to c6. So this is a strong reply. It is a pretty common reply. And that takes us down to 51% right now win percentage with white. So now we can come in here and go d4. Now d4 is the second most common move here. But it does bring us up to a 53% win percentage. So E takes D is the most common reply. We have a 52% chance of winning here. Queen takes D4. We're still at a 52% win rate. D5 is the most common reply here. And then we have something like Knight F3 here. Knight F3, we finish off with a 51% chance of winning from the white side. Let's take a look at the third highest winning opening from the white side. Now, this one's going to be a little uncommon, but I believe it's coming into some popularity. It's B4. Now, B4 has a number of names. It's called the orangutan, or my preferred, the Polish. We have B4 here, 51% winning from this position. It is a rather uncommon, so it can be a surprise opening. Again, probably not the highest level of play, but it has been played in world championships or top level play. Here we go. E5 is the most common reply. This has got a 52% win percentage from white. Bishop to B2. We're up to a 53% win percentage here. D6. So here we go, D6. And then B5. So we're at a 51% win percentage right here at B5. So solidly even position. Knight F6, followed by A4. A4 takes us to a 52% win percentage from white. Bishop E7, and then Knight F3. Knight F3 takes us to a 53% win percentage. We have castling, and then finally E3 here. E3 takes us up to a 54% win percentage. So this is what's called the check defense. We have these two pawns here that classify this as the check defense of the Polish opening. The Polish, while a little unusual, is definitely worth considering. It's a nice surprise opening. The win percentage in practical play over the board, or at least over the computer board, has this as a 54% win. What we've just seen is we have the highest three winning percentage games from the white side of the board. We had the Ready, we had the English, and we had the Polish opening. Very interesting that they're such unusual openings, definitely not the three most common openings, but they do have a high percentage of success. Thanks for joining me today. Keep practicing, keep analyzing, and I'll see you in the next video.